is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, if your listeners don't get the gold report, they're missing out. I mean, with your gold report, you just printing money. I love it.
You're my best ad out there, Al. Let's go to Jeff in New Jersey. Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
Great. Hey, listen, I was calling to thank you. A few weeks ago, you were prompting on your show to fill out that $10,000 grant.
Yes.
So I filled it out, and just a couple days ago, I found $1,000 in my business checking account.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
And I owe it to you, because if it wasn't for your prompting, I would have just assumed, no way I would have gotten anything. So I wanted to thank you.
No, we appreciate you growling a problem with us here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Express your own divinity. Always do your best. You don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you and to express your own divinity by being alive, loving yourself and loving others. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 311, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 17.5. Gold contract up $13, trading at $22.12 an ounce. We have silver up 10 cents, $24.72 an ounce. Light sweet crude, flat, $81.65 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note, up 7 ticks, trading 110.28. The 30-year up 18 at 120.06. And King Dollar. King Dollar right now is trading, where'd you go? Bingo. Come on, baby. Trading up 56, 104, 347. Euro 108, yen 151, British pound 126 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, bottom line is that you have light volume, you're at highs, wants higher price. You get a holiday week. I don't see this thing going lower tomorrow either. You're up $1.60. You got light volume, 38 million shares traded. We'll see where this shakes out coming into the close. But the bottom line is you're going into 60 million. We did 65 million on the way down yesterday. So you can see this is very subtle. This market still wants to get to lower price, but not just yet. That's what it comes down to. And if we take a look at the Qs, it's the same setup in the Qs. What you have with the Qs, the 3 Qs right now, you're down 43 cents. You've done 27 million shares, and we're probably going to do probably 40 million. But the 40 million, you're still coming into 43 million. So you're still messing around at highs. And the longer you stay at highs, the more probability is that you'll basically blow those highs away. And if we look at the calendar, what we have here, okay, so let's look at this for a second. So calendar-wise, yeah, we're going to come back to work, and it's window dressing. That's the bottom line. Markets closed Friday, yeah. And window dressing, folks, is, a bullish occurrence. Doesn't have to be all the time, but the bottom line is that, 8 out of 10 times it's a bullish occurrence. Gold contract is in confirmed ABC structure up to the 2550 area. You also get another ABC inside an ABC inside the gold market. We've done 175,000 contracts out here, 176,000 contracts today. Bottom line, it wants higher price. We go to the silver market. We take a look at silver. Silver's lagging gold in a big way. It's up today. SIA, 1 second, SIA. There we go. Okay, so silver rejected lower price today at $24.45. You're at $24.72. When we did reach that high last week, that high has volume. That high is going into the downdraft that was recreated in November, and that's why it's so tough to get through that. It's going to have to get up into that level, a few more times. Most of the time it's 3 times it gets up there, and that's the 26.50 to the 25.15. That's when it had come down hard and fast on December 14th, folks, okay? That was a big number. Let's go to our man Frank in Gloucester. Frank, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tommy, how are you? Happy St. Patty's Day, belated, and happy Easter.
Thank you, man, and you also. It's great to hear your voice, man.
You too. I've been just reveling in your gold report and doing some energy stocks and having a great time.
Nice.
I want to ask a real estate question first.
Yeah.
The end of January, we were down near Jacksonville, Amelia Island.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful.
Spent a week down there with some friends. It was great. The weather was good, or at least a lot better than Boston. But the real estate up there is like every block there's a house or two for sale. And my buddy said, well, they bought them when it was cheap, and now they're expensive, and they're trying to sell them off. What do you think about real estate up there?
I don't know that well enough, Frank, to really get you ahead on Amelia Island. I just don't. What definitely has happened, though, is this. So, picture, I can give you my take, like, from in St. Pete. So what's happened in St. Pete is this. So, picture, Snell Island, folks, okay, is one of the most... Snell Island in the Northeast is, like, the most expensive in St. Pete. Now, what has happened in Snell Island, and this might be Amelia the same way, and it has to do with the floods, is that it's very expensive. People have lived there for a long time, and the older houses are all for sale now. But the difference is the houses are actually for sale because people are moving off them. Like I'm closing on a house, and I got the full price I wanted, and what ended up happening is that these people are coming off Snell Island because they don't want to deal with the floods anymore. And they just know it's a matter of time. So that might be happening at Amelia Island also. You know what I mean? That people got in at $300,000 or $400,000. The house, that would have been 15 years ago, folks. And now the houses are all worth $1 million. So.
Yeah, that's it.
It's serious business down here with the flooding, more than the wind. The flooding is a big deal because there's been so many places that have been built on swampland, period. So it's like, okay, what do you want, So.
I know. I'm in the Tiger Real Estate Fund. I always look at a map of a house you're going to give me, and it's always well above the flood level, so that's nice.
Yes. So, BVN, right?
Yeah, Buenaventura.
Let's take a look at it. So the low 6, the high 17, and this equity here, folks, basically pulls gold, silver, zinc, a lot out of the ground. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it, Frank?
No, I was looking to buy it. It had this huge jump back in December or so.
Yeah. What I would do, right now, I'd wait for a pullback. And, Frank, I can come back to this. I get Fred Ernest coming on next, but I'll come back to this as soon as that interview's over, okay?
I'll be listening.
Cool, man. Have a great one, Frank. Have a safe one. Thanks for calling. Stay right there, folks.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 278, Nasdaq's down 9, S&Ps are up 11.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Fred Ernest. Fred is the president and CEO of Vista Gold. We happen to own Vista Gold. Vista Gold has a huge project, the Mount Todd project in Australia. We've talked with Fred many times, and we're here to get another great update from our man, Mr. Fred Ernest. Fred, welcome to TFNN.
Tom, good afternoon.
Great to have you on again. And what I do have up here, Fred, is that I have the your new update. I mean, there's been a lot of news since the last time that I had you on. You got that investment from Wheaton Minerals. So if you could walk us through, I have the actual the new feasibility study up so folks can look at it as we're going along. If you could just give us an update of exactly what's happening with Vista Gold.
Absolutely. Tom, thanks for having me on again. It's always good to chat. As you mentioned, in December, we announced that we'd completed a royalty financing with Wheaton Precious Metals. That'll result in $20 million coming to Vista. We've already received 10. And we expect to receive the second tranche of $10 million at the end of June. We, just a few weeks ago, announced the results of an updated feasibility study for Mount Todd. We last announced the original feasibility study in February of 2022. Shortly after, we were faced with the huge amount of inflation and pressures in that regard. The first quarter of this year, we updated both the capital and operating costs. The reserves are unchanged at 7 million ounces of proven and probable reserves. The CapEx has increased a little bit, as you would have expected, given the environment that we're in. But I think the most important thing is that with using even a conservative gold price of $1,800 and a foreign exchange rate, a conservative exchange rate of 69 cents, that we have an NPV5 of the project of $1.1 billion and an IRR of 20.4%. If we look at that in today's gold price, and we've just used $2,100, I should update this for $2,200. We're knocking on the door today, but at $100 and a 66-cent foreign exchange rate, the project has an NPV of $1.9 billion US and an NPV of 1.9 billion and an IRR of 29.6%. And so what we've done is we've demonstrated that even though we've been through an inflationary period, Mount Todd is a robust project And the economics have actually slightly improved from what they were a couple of years ago, given the changes in the gold price.
Which is really cool, because we know that the prices of everything have gone up dramatically. And I guess what has happened, of course, because you have so much infrastructure that's already built there, that's going to help tremendously as we move forward. You know what is really cool is that the aspect of Wheaton Precious Metals actually coming in and investing in your company. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I've talked about it on the air, meaning, Wheaton is a great banker. I mean, and it's a streamer, and I understand that, okay? But I'm just trying to explain to folks how they work as banks, basically. And this, to me, Fred, it would be like, okay, there's no way Wheaton's going to come in here if they think that this is not going to actually get built at some point, right?
Absolutely. Wheaton Precious Metals is a first-class organization.
Yes.
We started talking to them last year in April. We had a lot of back and forth discussions over the course of the summer. By the end of July, we'd agreed in principle to some terms, and then they began to really do their due diligence. They brought a group of people to visit the site.
Nice.
And we spent several days with them, and they looked at everything from the resource estimates, the mine plans, one of their people even attended a meeting with the Jawoyn Aboriginal people with me, just to get a sense of our relationship with the community. We're very pleased with the endorsement that comes with Wheaton Precious Metals providing a royalty opportunity with us, and certainly that we hope that this is the first part of a long and mutually beneficial relationship with Wheaton.
I can see that. I've been following them forever. I was actually following them. It's wild, Fred, is that this week is the 22nd anniversary of my gold report. I can't even believe it, man. 22 years. It's like, okay, that was a fast 22 years, man. So when we talk the price of gold, it's so intriguing, folks. And listen, folks, okay, it trades on the American, New York Stock Exchange on the American pot. It trades at 52 cents right now. If you go to vistagold.com, you're going to see this whole feasibility study, and I suggest that you should go through it, because it's a beautiful thing to look at, particularly, Fred, when gold's trading at this 2,200, and I see some of the costs that you have in there and the assets that you have in there. I mean, you're going to get gold out of the ground at a very inexpensive price. So can you talk a little bit about that, like the gold out of the ground plus the all-in costs? Because those all-in costs seem to me like a very reasonable. Well, they're great. They're not reasonable. I mean, that's the reality.
Well, the fact of the matter, like I said, we updated not just the capital costs, but the operating costs. And,
yes.
And the updated operating costs for the life of the mine is estimated to be $913 an ounce.
Wow.
The all-in sustaining cost for the life of the mine is $1,034. That's below most of our peers.
Yes.
Look at the senior producers. We look at the junior producers. We look at the intermediate producers. Our projected cash and all-in sustaining costs are on the low end of this. And this just speaks to, the large scale that the project's been designed at. We think it's one of those things that should make this project very attractive to a partner.
Yes, I can see that. Now, can we also talk about, and so, folks, what happens is when you're going through this, you want to understand that the aspect of reserves versus the drilling that is still going to be done. So can we talk a little bit about, because when I was reading this, Fred, it seems that, you have the reserves in place, and then you also have the capability, once this gets up and going, in order to drill. Your land position there is huge, man.
Yeah, we have over 1,500 square kilometers of exploration tenements that cover 2 structural corridors that are known hosts to gold mineralization. The one, the Batman Driffield trend, is anchored by the Batman deposit, the Mount Todd project on the southwest end, and it projects to the northeast. And then a little bit farther to the north, we have the Driffield trend, and that's another. We've got some targets on it as well. we're really excited about the exploration package that we have. And we look at Mount Todd not as a one large project district. This is at the south end of the Pine Creek district. The gold's been mined for over 100 years. We think that within our exploration tenements that there will be another 2 or 3 deposits that are discovered once appropriate exploration activities are under. Tremendous opportunity.
No, it's absolutely huge. And folks, okay, it's very easy to get this. Come over to vistagold.com, check it out, read it. You know, it's great reading. Well, Fred, it's always a pleasure. You have a great one, a safe one. Have a happy Easter. And, of course, we look forward to having you on again.
I'll look forward to it. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Fred. Take care. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tom O'Brien Show is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 336, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 20. BVN, let's go back to BVN here. BVN for Tiger Frank from Gloucester. So this equity here, I mean, this is a powerful equity, folks, okay? The bottom line, let me look at this for a second. I remember I followed this for years, and then somehow I dropped it out of the gold report. But so it takes in $1.1 billion. They make 81 cents. They have copper, 466 million, gold, 279, silver, 196, zinc, 46, and other 162. So it's a good mix, that's for sure. And if we take a look at how this went, and I suspect that, you know, this big ramp up probably had to do with the copper too. Let's put this on a monthly. So it's going after its highs on a monthly, and I suspect it's going to break them. That's 1708, and let me really bring this back and see where the highs are. Yeah, okay, so this is a nice setup, man. Okay, so what you have here, look at how long this has been going sideways, man. Wow. That's pretty intense. That's what Frank's looking at, man. That is definitely what he's looking at. Okay, let me see this here. 17. Yeah, I mean, I'd be biting on this thing. The reason is that at the 17, if this breaks the 1778, your next move up there is, my God, it's huge. See, this went down so quick. There's nothing between the $17 and $35. That's how this thing is set up right there. See that? You know, it went down so quick. When you actually break something, that's what ends up happening on the way back up. So, yeah, I'd be all over this thing. NVDA, let's go take a look at NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, we take a look at the highs to the lows. The lows 258, the highs 979. You're trading at 897. And so it didn't reach its high. That means it's going after its low. So right now, you know, the next move down is the 841. You know, it got up to a price point of what, 867. The high was 874. That's not a test of the high, okay, but the bottom line is that once you give it up, okay, it's going to run down the other side. That's how that thing is set up. And now let's go back. We get a question about Vista that we just interviewed our man, Mr. Fred Ernest, and what that was all about, meaning, excuse me, we had a question as to, let's see, what's my timeline and price projection for VGZ? I can give you, so the low to the high is 30 cents to 75 cents in the last 12 months. What this has, okay, this has a couple different numbers on it. 210 to me is doable, $2.10. And where I'm getting at it, I believe it's this high right there, isn't it? Yeah, it's this high right here, 209. So what you have, this has been a consolidation. You got a high volume high here. You're starting to move out again. Now watch this, though. So if you take a look at this, you're going to see that we're breaking the downtrend, and we're breaking that with volume. So the first move, it's going to stair step. The first move is 75 cents. The next move is $1.11. The next move is the $1.45, and then you have the 210. Now, if you, depending on how far and how long you want to basically get your head wrapped around this, okay? What does happen, and now I'm going into the fundamental aspect, if in fact, you know, they get this mine up and going, you know, well, guess what? You're going to be a lot higher price, man. Because the bottom line is that this is a Tier 1 district. And what a Tier 1 district means, folks, okay, in the world, it means that that's where the most amount of gold has come out of, still is there, okay? And the bottom line is that when you heard those numbers, when you're coming with millions of ounces, 7 million ounces that they have right now. And so what also happens is that you have the reserves, and in order to basically say that you have 7 million in reserves, there's certain parameters that come up versus resources. So the resource number is always much bigger than the reserves. The reserves is real. It's a real number. If you get that ore out of the ground, each ton, and what I didn't get into, or have a chance to get into with Fred, is that, and if you go through that webinar that they put up, the PowerPoint, you'll see that the gold content is 0.74 of 1 ounce per ton, which is a good number, man. That's definitely a good number. That's the real bottom line. So if they get that baby going, and my take is that they're going to, because of the fact that wheat and precious metals would not come into that, because they'd never get their money back. And, you know, $20 million is still a lot of money, period. No, that's a huge company. There's no doubt about that. But guess what? They're not in the business of losing money. They're in the business of financing mines as banks, and that's where these streamers come in. In fact, when we talk streamers, watch this. Now, this is so bizarre because Royal Gold was lagging, the gold market in a monster way, and then all of a sudden it's up $8.66 today. This has always been one of the best streamers. So it's an ABC up. It's blowing away its B point, doing it with volume. Franco-Nevada's another one. Same deal. Franco-Nevada's only up 350 or something. But the bottom line is that the streamers, 338, they're starting to get some juice underneath them. And what that normally means is that I've actually been worried writing the gold report because of Royal Gold and Franco-Nevada. They've been basically laggards. In a monster way, too. And normally, the streamers are out front, particularly when we see a price of gold of $22.11. And we got an ABC structure up to 2,500. Here, I'll show you this structure, okay? And this structure, what does happen is that, yeah, I got to do the generic, is that, time in general will always get you bigger numbers because that's just how it goes, meaning, I don't care whether it's 2 to 3% a year inflation. Time, basically, you start compounding that, and those are big numbers, okay? But I'll show you this setup, because this setup is a beauty, man. And the setup, you stay right there. As soon as we come back, I'll have this whole thing set up for you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors. For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. And if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, I got this ABC structure up here. And when you take a look at it, the reason that this is so powerful, actually, also is that it's a monthly. It's a monthly. The bottom line is that you can see you... Whoops. It started in 2018 and drove everyone crazy for, what, for 4 years. This went sideways for 4 years, then it broke topside. And you got to remember something on ABC structures, okay? The A to B is a straight line move. The B to C can drive you crazy, which in the gold contract, that's exactly what it did. It moved sideways for 4 years. And now we broke topside again. So bottom line, you get higher prices coming at you. And what you can see from the Royal Gold as well as the Franco Nevada, there's a catch-up that's happening here. That's what's also going on. So you heard the commercial. This is the 22nd year of the gold report. I want to actually thank one of the Tigers, too, Dale Petz, who helped me with this whole thing. He helped me with timing the trade as well as the gold report when I was just starting it. It's a quick 22 years, man, I'm telling you. Holy cow, crazy. Anyway, to make a long story short, there's a promotion that we're doing right now. You get 35% off, and that's off the monthly basis. It ends up being about $77 a month. And if you decide that you're going to do that, that price stays the exact same price forever for as long as you get the gold report. So check it out. My take is that we're only at the beginning of this, too. We've got some good trades off. You've heard Tim Moore a million times, because when we have him on, that there's actually not, the way that ratio works with one of his ratios, there's not even a buy point yet. And as we approach that, what the GDX did the last time, it failed when it got up there, pulled back again. We'll pull it up right now. It failed. What was this, 3 months ago, right? December. It failed in December. We got up to the 32, 36, failed in December, comes all the way back down to the 25 area. And now what we have done, we're back up to the 30 area. And in this particular case, this is breaking highs right now. You got a nice, and so the next move, man, let's pull this up. Yeah. So your next move is that, the $32 area, and then you get up into the $36 area and 41. And if you do look at the aspect of where the gold market is versus the equities, we're not even at half of where we were in 2011. The GDX was at 60. In 2011, it were at 30. And that was a beautiful run, man. And we're starting to run at the same point also, So let's get over to the S&P because as I've been squawking here, the S&P has quite a run here. So let's go see what's happening here. And no, I wouldn't short the S&P. If you're asking the question, would you short the S&P? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't short the market, period. This market wants higher price, man. And you're coming into window dressing again, okay? So we just blew away the highs of yesterday before we went downtown. Yeah, this thing's going to go for its highs again. You know what's probably going to happen, folks? It's probably going to do it tomorrow. And the volume will be light. And, you know, then you're going to come into window dressing. And then what ends up happening is that even though the volume, the volume in window dressing will perk up a bit. But my take is that this is a market that does not want to go down right now. You know, and most times, I guess you didn't, I already went through the time price projection for Vista, no spin. So the bottom line is that, you know, higher prices are coming at us. We take a look at some of the high volume equities out here. Well, let's take a look. Let's see. We have, you got Tesla's up $2, nothing heavy. Marathon is up, that's digital. NVIDIA is backing down $23. Trump Media is up $7.23. And if we go to DJT, you know, the news is everywhere. And inside of the news cycles, they keep talking about the aspect, like if I pull up the headlines, okay, that Trump is, you know, worth $7 billion, but cash poor. I'm telling you, folks, okay, within 8 weeks, okay, you're going to see he's going to stop the board's going to somehow say we can move shares out of TJT. And it's going to happen, man. I mean, just put yourself, so picture this for a second. This is what to do. Put yourself in that position, knowing that you control the board and that you have $4 billion in paper, right? You have $4 billion in paper. You know that all you have to do is convince the board to turn around and say, I get an exemption. And the way you do it, you make the exemption like some kind of a nonprofit, but he'll run the nonprofit. You know, the bottom line, my take is that it'll happen. Because my take also is that if you had $4 billion in paper and you're only taking in $3.5 million, I don't care what company it would be or who's running it, they would figure out a way to sell that, to sell at least $1 billion, to sell something, you know. So my take is that it's just going to happen. And we'll see what ends up happening, you know, with the equities. The equity's not worth anything, but yet what we learned from the meme stocks, the equity is worth something, because all that matters is that what is the price, period. That's all it comes down to. And, you know, guess what? We're in a gambling market, and in this particular case, you know, the bottom line is that price dictates. And right now, that price is saying that equity's worth $67, $67 to $70. So we'll see where it's going to end up shaking out. But it is absolutely amazing that you can have an equity that's worth that much money, and it's only taken in $3.5 million. You know, but we've seen it. Listen, remember, between GameStop, they made some money. They did the secondaries, but it was the theater company more than anything. Was it American Theater or something? American. It was the theaters. It was the theaters that when they did those secondaries, that was like the ultimate to stay alive, because people were buying that piece of paper at such an expensive price, it was insane, you know. But guess what? It gave the company a runway in order to basically, you know, get a lot higher. And, you know, bottom line is that what they also can do, folks, is that they can do a secondary, you know, so we'll see. Stay right there, folks. We have the Dow. This thing is running now. The Dow's up 460, Nasdaq's up 75, S&P's up 38. We'll come right back. AMC. Thanks, Jim. AMC, yeah.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Listen to this one, man, for a short seller. This is like sick. A short seller that bet against the struggling retail chain claims that is now paying the price. An endless stream of monthly payments to Jeffries LLC, which lent it the shares to trade for more than a decade ago. So check this out, folks. Izzo Capital can't close its short position on Gorman's, a Nebraska-based retailer that filed for bankruptcy in 2017 because Jeffries won't let it, the hedge fund said in a lawsuit. For years, Jeffries has collected fees and outstanding loan of shares that the stock has been shares of stock that have been canceled and therefore rendered forever valueless. Izzo said in the complaint. Even assuming the motives that begin, the bottom line is that, so check this out, folks. What this is amazing, is that they lent the shares off Jeffries, okay? The bottom line is that they went worthless. Jeffries won't let them close out the trade because they're getting so much fees. And the fees are in the $1 million here, man. There's so many twists and turns, folks, inside the financial business that you just really got to understand, you know, technically how some of these things are set up. CGC, let's go look at Canopy Growth. We got one of the Tigers saying that the MJ stocks are going, yeah, they sure are, man. I knew I should have bought this thing at the lows. Yep, you got, so picture this. In 10 trading days, Canopy Growth has gone from $2.70 to $9.36. And what this is going to be probably, is it Canada that's going all legal? I think it's still Canada that's going all legal. Well, no, now they're talking about in the U.S. It's in the U.S. It's going to take forever. Canada's happened, but bottom line is that you're talking about expansion, $2.70 to $9.50 in 10 days. Pretty wild. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Don't forget about the gold report, folks. You can save 35% and come along for the ride. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Germany. It's Germany, yes. Thank you.
Hi, folks. This is Tom.